Hi, I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin's Stampin' Hood.
Hi everybody, it's Robin with Robin Stampin' Hood, and I just wanted to show you today some really simple, easy cards that I made in no time at all with some of the 2021 celebration items. So this is the stamp set Heal Your Heart, and you can see it's got three great like outside sayings, I guess you'd say, and then on the inside it matches what you would put on the outside. And one of my favorite papers that is in celebration this year, Flower and Field Designer Series paper. It is gorgeous and I love it. So it comes in 12 by 12. I'll put those aside for a sec. It comes in 12 by 12. I've cut these down to 4 by 6s just to help show you how beautiful they are. So they're double-sided. So that's what I've done here is I've cut them down so you can see each of the sides. Oops, I got a little messed up there. I was using some of these. So you can see that that's the other side of that one. And there we go. We're back on track. There's those two. And of course those two, and those two, and this. So those were some that I had used. That's why I didn't have two of them. I've used because I thought, oh my gosh, this will be so easy to make these. So what I did starting out is I went to the back of the paper to see, let's see, what's all the different colors. So there's Bumblebee, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Pink Petal, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, So Saffron, and of course Whisper White. So say all that 3 times really fast. So what I did is I picked from those colors different card bases. So that's what I would suggest that you do, is that I just picked a cardstock from a bunch of the colors. I didn't do all of them, but I did a lot of them. So you can see, I just cut them in half. Oops, got a little circle in there. I cut them in half and then I just scored them. So then I could play with my paper and figure out what I wanted to do with, so you can see, I don't have all the colors. I don't have pumpkin pie. And I've used some of the colors now because I made the cards. So that's what I would suggest first, is just pick one of each of those colors and cut it in half and score it for yourself. And then I came along and grabbed a bunch of my scraps, which this is where the scraps come in, right? And I took my 2 1/4 punch and I punched a bunch of those out because I just didn't know. I wanted to play with the colors. I wanted to see what would work best with what. So I just have those sitting off to the side. So you can do that as well. And then I went into my scraps again and cut a bunch of, I had some basic black scraps. So I cut these are just 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to use that for this little tag here. The only thing I didn't pre-punch is my white circles, because if I stamp crooked or whatever, then I can just line up my punch for that. So those are the types of things that you probably need to get ready if you want to do this with me. Again, these are celebration things. So this paper is celebration, and you purchase $50 worth of product and you can choose this for free. And the same with the Heal Your Heart stamp. You purchase $50 worth of product and you can get this for free. So for $100 of product, which we all know is super easy to do, right? You need your cardstock, you need your adhesive, you need your rhinestones, you need your punches. You can easily do that to get these 2 items for free. So let's start playing with our cards. So I'm just going to use what I've cut down here, and I'm going to go back into my white and I'm going to stamp my sentiments. I was going to say sediments, my sentiments. And then I'm going to punch them out, and then we can kind of play with them from there. Sure, we're going to do that. We just have to find the ink. And I'm using Memento. If you'd like to order online, you can go to my website there and use hostess code E7RQ7YZB. And that will help me to replenish some of my supplies if you don't order 150 or more. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm stamping these quickly so I have them ready to go, and then I can kind of play with what I'm going to do. I'm going to set that one aside, and then I need my other one, which is right here. And again, I do these, I punch them out afterwards, so I can kind of line my punch up to do with what I need to do with my punch. That makes sense. Okay, and then we're going to take the 2-inch punch and punch those out. Again, I always punch upside down so I can see exactly where I'm punching. One, I was a little close on that. I might have to redo that one. And you can see the thank you doesn't quite fit, but that's okay. It doesn't need to. You can still read the words, and that's what's the important thing. And then this one. Okay, so now we are ready to assemble some of our cards, right? So like I said, I took a lot of my scraps and just punched out circles. Like you can see, I saved those just to show you guys. So I went through, punched a bunch out. If I don't use them all, I'll use them for something else later. So it's nice to use up whatever scraps you might have sitting around. And then I have my inside pieces too. So I'm going to set those aside real quick here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is decide what paper I want to use. So I think I'm going to use some of the different paper because we've already used these 3. Make sure I didn't get you out of focus here. Sorry about the shaking there. So let's look at, ooh, this one's a really pretty one, but you know what? I don't think I cut any colored paper like that, so we might have to skip over that one. But let's see what else. I haven't done this one, so we could do this one. That would be really pretty. So you're using the front side and the back side of both of them, which is nice. I haven't used that one, so that one's nice too. Well, you know what? I guess we're going to have to use this one, and I will cut some paper to do that. So, but the first thing I'm going to do, like I said, these have been cut to 4 by 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut them down. So you're going to make 2 cuts. You're going to cut it first at 5 1/4, and that's where I didn't show you the inside of these cards, did I? So on the inside, I put that remaining strip. So you're using all this paper. So I'm putting that remaining strip on the inside. So you want to keep that. And then I'm going to cut 2 inches off after I've cut to where I need to be. So now I have the 2 pieces that I will use. And I'm going to actually set this one aside, and then we'll do it on this one. So first cut at 5 1/4. So remember, this is already cut to 4. Okay, so now you're going to cut to 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut off 2 inches off of that. And then we'll do it on this one too. So cut to 5 1/4. Again, I had already cut these pieces to 6 by 4 just to show you, you know, how beautiful they are. They come in 12 by 12 sheets, and then I'm going to cut off 2 inches. Okay, so that's all of our cutting. So I want to have that piece and that piece. Oh, that will be super pretty. But let's look at what... Oh, you know what? We can use Just Jade on the one I said. So we'll do that. Just kind of winging it here, folks. So you can see there's a color that would go with that. And that color would go with that. And I think even this color would go with it. So we could choose any color. So it's so nice to be able to do all the different colors of the things that you'd like to do. So I think I'm going to use the red on this one. Again, I am just kind of winging it. I'm not really, don't have really any plan in place, but wanted to show you how easy it is and how beautiful your card can look. Look at how beautiful that's going to be. I've been using it this morning and have not had the issues that I thought I would. I was like, I'm not going to use it, not going to use it. You know, I'm a Tombow girl kind of girl, but yeah, it's doing good. So I'm just lining up those pieces because you can see the perfect frame there, right? And now I'm going to take out my banners, pick a punch. This is still available. You don't see it in the catalog, but it is still available, which I love because it's just going to punch out my little tail for me. Oops, I didn't do a very good job. I didn't push it all the way in. So you know what? I'm going to do it on a different one. I probably could salvage that, but I didn't push it all the way. So you have to make sure it's all the way in there, which I did not do. I was just kind of going quickly. So you can see that it has punched out a very nice tail. And then we're going to go ahead and bring this across. It just kind of helps with the, what's the word I'm looking, that seam there. It makes it look a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to take the piece that we saved, and I've already cut down to size. This is just a 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to add this piece to it. And I just want to make sure adhesive's across the whole piece. And just lay it, it just gives it a little added interest. And if any of you know me at all, you know I'm not a big inside the card kind of gal, but when it is a perfectly matched set that has everything that it should say on the inside, I do like that. And because this card is a darker card, I want people to be able to write in it. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay. And then I'm going to pick which one do I want to say here? Wishing I could heal your heart, thank you, or we're in this together. I think I'm going to do wishing when I think of these little flowers, wishing I could heal your heart. So we could either do, again, this is where you can play if you have all this stuff already cut out. But I think because of that yellow, I think what I will do is use this, but I want to try the green too. I mean, that does look pretty, but let's see how the green looks. This is the grainy apple green. And you could do it totally monochromatic if you wanted to. I think I kind of like that. But because of the sentiment, I think I'm going to change it out because wishing it's a little too bright, I think, for that. So I think I'm going to do it with this one instead. And go ahead, put that down, and I'm actually going to use dimensionals to pop this up, and my dimensionals keep disappearing. I keep putting them places and then I can't remember where I've put them. Don't be afraid to use your dimensionals, gals. You don't want your pieces of paper falling and looking ridiculous after you've spent the effort to make these cards. So do that. And then I actually am going to come in with some rhinestones just to give it, because you know, you need that little bit of a bling, right? So we're going to come in with some rhinestones. And, oops. I'm going to put just one up there. And then I'm going to put a bigger one on the banner just to give it a little blingy, bling, bling, bling. And let's stamp the inside. So we're in this together. And the sentiment on here is, I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't face them alone, which I think is super sweet to give to a friend. And I'm just gonna, hopefully I'm doing that straight. I'm not seeing straight on there, but that's okay if it's not. Beautiful. So there's the first card. Really easy for you. So this is actually just jade. I didn't think I would have the paper to go with this one, but I do. So look at how pretty that is. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so we're just going to put this here. Oh, isn't that pretty against the just jade? Love it, love it, love it. And then gentle is better with that tape than crazy. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to be really heavy-handed with it. You got to play with it a little bit to get used to it. And then I'm in a hurry and I'm trying to get it done so you guys don't have to watch me do it. And then that's when I'm having issues. Okay. All right. I'm going to take that and lay it over here. Beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, you guys. So let's see, what could we do here? This is, again, the Just Jade. I think that would be okay if we did that. There's enough of a contrast that I think that's all right. So let's do that. Showwear. Come on now. Don't make a fool out of me. And then we need our dimensionals again. Beautiful. Oh gosh, you guys, I just love that thank you note. I just love it. Just love it. Oops. Come on, little guy. I'm just gonna put that there and there. And then let's do the inside. So we have that. And I really, really like this side of the paper. So we'll do that. And then the sentiment is this one, I believe. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you. Which is so true to so many of my sweet friends. Okay. And I know this is going to be a little crooked because I kind of messed it up. Oh, not too bad. Okay. And then we'll put that on the inside of the card. I mean, you guys, this is so easy. What a wonderful way to use up scraps. Oops. And to showcase this amazing paper. You know, I think we always think we have to do these like crazy cards. And this is so easy. Like, think about this. I cut out of a 12 by 12 sheet. I would get 6 cards. And you have 12 sheets in there. So you have this stamp set. You have the paper. You can get what? 6 times 12. So there you go. There's the inside of that. And then we have our last card. So let's do this with, I think, Granny Apple Green, huh? So let's grab a Granny Apple Green base, which I love, love, love. So my tape runner made a liar out of me. So we'll switch to glue, which is fine. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. You know, I'm a very bright person. Like, I love the brights. They're some of my favorite colors. So this is totally appealing to me. But I'm using the wrong I'm going to have to restamp something else because it's too bright for Wishing I Could Heal Your Heart, I think. I don't know, maybe. But I think you probably have to have a little less than that. And so this is nice when you do this middle stuff. Let's see if I can do it right this time, huh? All right, all the way in there. Oh, see, I did have it crooked. Okay. Oh, I had it crooked again. My goodness, you guys. I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe I don't have it on the ledge because you're supposed to keep it on, see, the ledge here. I didn't have it lined up on the ledge. That's why. Oh my goodness. You'd think I would know better. All right, we're going to try you one more time, Mr. Tape. Whew. All right. I think I might stick to my Tombow. All right, so you have that. And I think I'm going to use the Bumblebee because I think Against That is so pretty. But I am going to punch a different saying. Even though we have that, I think I'm going to do a thank you one. Okay, so I punched another thank you only because I just think it's too bright. I didn't think that through when it came to what I was gonna put for the saying. Oh, I want to pop that up, don't I? Again, don't be afraid to use those dimensionals. You get 300 in a pack, so why not? Okay. All right, and let's do the inside piece. Like I said, this is a great way to use up your scraps and use every piece of your designer series paper. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite card, I'll have to say. Okay, and then I want to do the inside, which is not that one. You know what? I'm not going to do an inside on this one, so I can write in it. So I'm going to leave that blank, and let's put this in. You guys, these are so amazing. These colors, the stamps. It's the perfect set and the perfect, look at that. Don't you just want to sing hallelujah when you see it? It's so pretty. I'm going to have to make a bunch of these because I really like that. I think that'll be my thank you card for this month. There. And then we're going to throw that in there. So there you go. Oh my gosh, you guys. How easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look at all the beautiful cards out of that pack of paper. And oh my gosh, is that the best? Look at those, they're gorgeous. So I hope I inspired you. And again, if you would like to order, please do on my shop at robinscherzer.stampinup.net and use that hostess code. And if you have any questions, just ask. Happy Stampin'.